Okay. Then Earth House. No. Okay. Learn Invisible. No. Maku Maku. Good. And then Men's app. There. Awesome. Okay. So, as you know, Slush is divided into 3 different tracks. And here, we're going through the lightweight track, meaning they are the early stage startups. So we'll be running through 20 startups in quite a short time. So 2 minutes for pitching, 1.5 minutes of jury questions/comments. After the batch is done, we give the jury a few minutes time to vote on the 4 best who move on to Thursday's semifinals, or round 2. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you Adlotos and Adam Xu. You have the mic already. Awesome. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Adam, and probably I'm the only Chinese guy here, so pretty easy to remember me. Adlotos is the original business idea developed by me in a small town called Doijala, next to Tampere. I hope you know that place. And we are looking at mobile advertisement. If we look closer, we see 2 problems very easily. First of all is advertisement is distraction. Which of you like to see those banners on your screen when you are reading something? You like the banners, do you? Okay, nobody else. So the banners are distraction. You want to read something, you don't want to read the banners. And then if we are looking at this from the company's point of view, they spend money to display the banners over there, but nobody sees that. Why? Because you developed a new ability called banner blindness. Even though the banner is there, but your brain is ignoring them. So the money which are lost, there's no return on those investments. And then, if we're talking about this ad recall, this is an industry jargon, that ad recall rate, that if on the TV you see something again and again, you will remember that, then that is a successful ad recall. So for those banners and the newspaper, everything else, how do they know if you remembered? No, you don't know. So Adlotos here is a new platform that the companies only pays to Adlotos after they have confirmed the consumer is remembered the message, which means one message is remembered, then company pays to Adlotos. How do we do that? All the advertisement messages are converted into a question form. So it is a mobile quiz game. Consumers playing this game. Every time the consumer answers correct this question, then they will be rewarded 1 lottery ticket. With that lottery ticket, they could win bigger prize. So this is the motivation for the user to read the advertisement and for the companies to pay for it. Thank you.
Okay, now, so you spent quite a lot of time describing the problem. And the solution is that you are your gamification of advertising on mobile devices.
Correct, which means on that game, there's nothing else but the advertisement.
That means if you had started with that one, I would have been interested to hear how you solve it. But now you just described the problem, and then you gave the solution once you have lost the interest of at least myself. Huge opportunity. If you have a working solution, it could be good, but you need to work on execution.
Who will you be mainly addressing initially? So the companies that are spending money on this, or the advertising agencies that need to convince about this new format, or the consumers that needs to sort of like a new thing?
Consider this is a new platform. So we know the CPC and CPM, and maybe Groupon CPA, cost per action. So this one, I call it cost per recall. So as this a new addition to the current mobile advertisement method, so hopefully something new on the battlefield.
Okay, no more questions. Thank you, Adlotos. A round of applause. Yes. Then, the day's been quite long. Have you enjoyed it? Yes. Slush been okay? Yeah. Some more. Come on, please. So, well, for me at least, it's been so long that I forgot, which is an epic fail, to actually introduce our jury, who are the most important people in this audience right now. But, so Daniel, would you please, just a few words, quickly tell who you are so that everyone knows who are the experts here.
Sure. So I'm Daniel Blomqvist from Crandom, which is an early-stage venture capital firm based in Stockholm, investing in the Nordics and the Baltics. And you're actually wrong. We're not the most important people. You are the entrepreneurs, at least for us, because we're investors. So it's you that we invest in. Yeah, that's me.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Sipilä. I'm a coach at the Startup Sauna and I'm a senior advisor for growth companies. I work very much with the early stage companies also and mid-size and then a bit larger ones. I'm a marketing person, so I'm not interested in technical specifications. I'm interested in consumers, I'm interested in end users and especially how you scale your business and really business is a key word here. I'm really looking forward to this day. Thank you.
And hi, I'm Aape. I'm the official uncle of the Startup Sauna ecosystem and responsible partially for educating the startups to recognize what they're actually up to and to seek the answer to the question, why? Why do they exist? Why the hell should anyone care? And I'm here to pose the difficult questions and push them beyond the boundaries to become better than they ever thought they could be. Thank you.
A round of applause. Thank you. Okay, and then move on with the schedule. So, next up, we have Almondella. Are you present? Yes? Please take the mic. And a good pitch is all about excitement and also being on fire on stage. So please.
Well, I'm at least excited, so.
Awesome, go for it.
Good day, everybody. I'm Sanna Belitz. I'm here to present to you Almondella, a baby care club for new moms. A couple of years ago, I was in this situation. I was expecting my first one. I was really amazed how strong the urge was to be ready for everything and be prepared, even though I didn't have a slightest clue what was ahead of me. And it was quite unnerving, really, since how do you prepare if you don't know anything, what you should be preparing for? And every year there are around 1 million new moms in Europe in the same situation that I was in. And there are 3 times more moms who are expecting their second or later child who maybe want to do it smoother this time. And this club, Almondella, is for all these moms. So every month, mom gets 4 to 5 high-quality designed baby products to home to help her with her daily life with the child. And the products are age and stage appropriate for the baby. And also for the mother every time, a small surprise, because nobody ever remembers her. And all this for only $59.90 per month. What I have now, I have a website up. I have made a little bit of advertisements in Facebook and Google, and I have around 900 contacts right now. From these, I'm going to recruit some 50 people to have a trial round with. And here I am looking for advisors, especially in marketing, logistics, and e-commerce, as well as seed funding of 100,000 euros, and co-founders. So if you are interested in this kind of products, please contact me. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
I really like the structure of a pitch. You described what you're doing. You gave it a personal story and a reference. You described the market well, starting with the local market. Then you described what do you do, why do you exist, and what is the special thing about you. You gave it a clear price, and then you had a clear ask. So I must say that this was a really well-built pitch for a product where I, as a father of 3, must say that there is a market for this kind of a service. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, thank you. Very good bits. I totally agree with Aape. One question is that how are you going to market this? You mentioned social media. What else? Are you considering partnerships, for example? And who could the partners be?
Yes, a good question. Obvious ones might be some big companies with a lot of customers and influence, but on the other hand, I want to work with small designers and small manufacturers to sort of be able to offer this uniqueness in the products. So definitely I'm looking into partnering, but with whom right now, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Almondella. So, next up, Blue. Do we have you here?
Yes.
There is. Okay, then Cactus, please take a seat for a while. Okay.
Okay, I'm Claudio, I'm Italian, and I've lived in Finland 6 years. While I lived there, I tried to learn Finnish, and I can tell you it was really hard. I was studying 2 hours grammar every day, doing exercise. What happened after 6 years is that I learned English instead of Finnish. Why? Because, practicing with Finnish people, it's really hard. Because it's your native language, and for me, I felt stupid most of the time. What happened when I was talking in English, with the Finnish people, it was both second language, and we could basically make mistakes, and no one cared. So why we don't build a system that we're doing now, Blue? You feed the system with the words you know, so the computer knows what you know. It can give you text you can read and understand 100% or 99%. It can select for you videos from YouTube that you could watch for me in Finnish, and I could understand 99%, 100%. What if the system can give me this kind of challenge in a controlled environment? I read Finnish text about maybe technology for me, for you might be Christmas or whatever is your interest, and I get challenges 1 word at a time. And what if this system can connect me with another student that studies Finnish somewhere else in the world? I mean, Finnish people are not good for me to practice. I need to practice with a Brazilian guy maybe that knows exactly the words that I know, and we can talk together about the weather and no one gets bored. So I think the kind of challenge you need with the language need to be really at your level, and the system will protect you and will basically feel you confidence. You can build your confidence in any language you want to learn, and just 1 word at a time, you can get to a level where you're not afraid anymore to talk with native people. This is the idea. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I like the fact that you started once again with a personal story, went through the market, described it, then you went through the solution, what the solution should be doing, you added the social component, and coming from the sort of like understanding something about learning, you also included the idea of actively and proactively getting introduced to partners in learning, which makes it good. This is if you have a solution that scales in this space, there's billions of people learning foreign languages every day.
80 billion market in dollars, and the people
so,
probably a lot.
You got to find someone who scales it up.
And to really get that interaction, which is say sort of the second language people interact in, of course you need critical mass. You need ways to find both to assess what levels there are and give that incentive for them to find each other, not just for speaking language, but also to find something of interest. So how do you intend to build that sort of second aspect of the service?
The system will know like the words you know, and it will match exactly with it. Let's say 99% match with you, so we know the same words, and we're interesting probably in the same topics. It could be weather, it could be basketball, it could be technology. So when we're matched by the kind of words we can talk about, and it's definitely like the words we're able to practice, make mistakes, but anyway we're able to use them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Round of applause. Okay, next up we have Break It.
Hi. How often do you check your phone every day? Keeping up to date or just checking something? Pretty often, right? You want to know if something's happening. But what does your phone usually tell you? Yeah, it might tell you that Jim had noodles for lunch or that Amanda is working out, which could be nice to know. But it's hardly relevant information for you to know right now. What is relevant? We believe it often depends on where you are. Think about it. Who's most interested in what's happening right now in Kaapelitehdas? Well, the people who are here, of course. As we see it, the closer something is, the more interesting it gets. But current social networks involve around close circles of friends and followers. So they can't tell you what's happening nearby, because you can't have friends everywhere. And that's why we created Break It. Break It is a mobile app that enables you to see stories from nearby, and for you to create stories on the go by simply snapping a photo, adding a headline, and breaking the picture. Your break will be visible to nearby people, and you'll get feedback on how they like it. Because on Break It, you don't need friends or followers. Instead, you get information from people who are near you, allowing you to keep up to date on what's happening right here and now. Break It combines core features of the likes of Reddit, Twitter, and Foursquare, and is at the same time really open and easy to use. You don't even have to register to use it. Now someone might say that, hey, if I don't have to register to use it, then I'm just gonna get a feed full of crap. No, you're not, because Break It's awesome algorithm is gonna sort your feed on the basis of where you are, what time it is, and how other people have voted on the breaks before you, showing the most relevant content from right here. The big vision we have is to build a global social network evolving around where you are. Who you are and who you know doesn't matter, because Break It is right here, right now. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Very interesting. How do you make money?
We have two business models. Localized advertisements in the form of recommendations. So you're walking in the center of Helsinki on a cold and gray January morning, for example. Then you might get a recommendation from Break It saying, hey, why don't you have a cup of coffee in this cozy cafe just 100 meters away from you? And you get that at half price. So this way we create a win-win situation for both the user and the local business. And we're also going to create a media interface for the traditional media to use. So people using Break It can share their pictures to the media as well if they like. So the media can get content from us and pay a monthly fee for that.
Love the energy. I mean, it's clear that you're really burning for this this new type of social network. So I love that. In terms of being there, being the social network which is relevant for everyone locally, how are you going to sort of start seeding the market so you get critical mass in the right kind of places?
That's our biggest challenge, of course. It's a good question. Well, since Break It is really local, we don't need millions of users. It's enough to have hundreds of users, for example, in one particular school for it to make sense and interesting and spread from there. So we're going to target really local places and kind of grow from there. Make the app really nice to use and definitely piggybacking to other social medias, for example, making it easy to share to other social medias and attracting attention there. So people see Break It there and then they, hey, I want to use that app as well. And third, it's really open. I mean, you don't have to register. You download the app, you choose a nickname, and you go. You don't have to Facebook connect.
Okay. Thank you, Break It. Round of applause. And now, Cactus. You're a bit earlier on stage. Hope you've remained the energy.
I'm so excited that I almost took Blue's turn. Sorry about that. My name is Panu. I am from Cactus. We haven't chosen the easy road. We're making hardware. The thing is that actually many of us are in a constant state of mild dehydration. And why is that? Basically because we're not drinking enough liquids on a daily basis. That causes decrease in mental and physical performance as well as health issues for some of us. But it shouldn't be that hard to drink, right? But then again, when I think of myself, I'm really busy all the time. I'm constantly on the move. I don't think about drinking and I just tend to forget about it. So our solution is a smart, reusable bottle that actually tracks the amount of water you drink. It sends that data to a smartphone application that guides you towards optimal hydration level by reminding you every now and then to take a sip. And yes, you might want to put in beer there on Saturday evenings. The market for reusable bottles is several hundreds millions annually, and there seems to be a niche for a high-end product with technology. Our initial target group is health and environmentally aware urban people with tight schedules. We're aiming to make our revenues by selling the hardware, aka the bottle, straight to these consumers. We have an awesome, experienced team with varied skill set. All of us have experience from product development, and we have already come up with an early technical proof of concept. Now we're looking for financial support, partners, and feedback. We want to hear what kind of problems you are encountering with proper hydration, so please come and have a chat with us, and remember to sign up at don'tbesodry.com. Thank you.
Okay, hopefully I don't sound too dry now.
Not at all.
Okay, so how do you know that there is a demand for your product? Have you done some market research?
Yes, according to the initial interviews, we've done about 50. There seems to be, the needs are different, but there really seems to be a demand. Me and the other guy in the team, we have been involved in a product development project lasting for 1 year, and it was actually targeting to enhance the image of tap water in Europe and US, so we know pretty much about the market.
I'm very happy that you introduced a key aspect of the pitch, which is the punchline, which was solid, great. And also you actually mentioned who you're targeting and the market size and stuff. But that also, on one hand, introduced questions about the market size, if that's attractive enough. But you got me at least interested enough, because I want to know how you can how this bottle can know what kind of dehydration I'm suffering potentially from versus someone else, because it's so much more than just how much water we drink.
The bottle actually doesn't do that. But the thing is that the bottle sends pretty simple data to your smartphone application. You put in your personal stats in the smartphone application, and then it calculates your optimal hydration level. The app can be also developed further so that it can actually track what kind of activities you're doing. It can recognize when you're doing your daily jogging route or when you go to the gym, and adjust the optimal hydration level according to that. The possibilities with the apps are pretty endless. And if we keep an open API, we can encourage developers to do their own stuff with the hardware. I think it doesn't take too long time when someone comes up with the drinking game, so bring your own bottles gets a whole new meaning.
Okay, thank you. Do we have Cars Bar here? Cars Bar. Doesn't seem to be here. Okay, Clip Viral. Present. Clip Viral. No. Earth House. Earth House is here? Okay, awesome.
Clip Viral.
Huh?
Clip Viral. All right, so before I start, I'm Jens, by the way. I'm very proud to introduce a new software technology today. So before I start, wouldn't it be great to record my pitch and send it to all my friends on all my social networks? Is it possible? Okay, that's what I'm already doing with Clip Viral. So Clip Viral is an iPhone app for sending your videos in real time to 25 plus video sharing, social media, and microblogging portals. It automatically uploads your videos in real time to YouTube, Dailymotion, MySpace, Dropbox, PhotoBucket, Flickr, and whatever, and sends text messages to Twitter, Tumblr, Posterous, LinkedIn, and Google+. So, and for you as a viewer, it means you don't have to find the video. The video finds you. The mobile video seeding revolution starts now. It's a new way of, a new dimension of video sharing and video distribution. All right, numbers. How many smartphones are in use today? What do you think? 1 billion. In 2016, we will have 10 billion for 7 billion people. Android has a market share of 75% right now. This is amazing. So that's why we want to build an Android version of ClipViral very soon. And think about also about Android HD cameras. They are out now with Wi-Fi, 3G, and very soon also with LTE. This is the future. Video sharing will be easier and faster than ever before. And we think that ClipViral will be one of the must-have apps on every mobile camera device because it's a great product and we are first mover in the market. So especially for the Android version, we are looking for your support as an investor. Okay, thanks.
Okay, now one thing I tried to sort of like point it out when the first picture I think started with a question and I raised my hand. And what was something that...
That was the joke
Yeah, but it's like starting pitches with the question isn't a good idea because you never know what the customers or the users might expect. Now this is a big market, this is a big opportunity, the numbers are big, and you said somewhere that you're the first mover. Now you would need to verify that.
What?
Verify that.
Fight or fight?
Verify that you are the first mover.
Yeah, because I did market research before this. Half a year ago, I started. So I did in Mexico, for instance, in Cologne, I talked to many competitors, and companies who are also in the market with online video and so on. They told me, yeah, that's right. You will be the first mover on this. So mobile video seeding, we have mobile video sharing. There are very popular apps, SocialCam, Video Geek, and so on. It's a very big market, but they have a limited ability to do sharing. They offer it for 2 or 3 platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and that's it. But we do it for 25, 30 platforms, so you will get a high visibility for your branded video content.
Okay, can you tell a bit about your team?
Yeah, we have
How
here.
many?
Just,
are you?
First of all, just one thing. The app is in the App Store since today, so I'm very happy about this. So we are 4 founders. Software engineering, I'm doing it. We have a designer, a PR woman, and someone who's responsible for the financial planning. So we have a very strong team, but we are really looking for also second round of financing, and we need some good sales guys.
Okay, thank you. ClipViral. A round of applause. Thank you. Do we have Earth House?
Right, Earth House.
Great. Good to go?
Good to go. I'm Sami from Earth House. Earth House develops and produces quick access affordable housing for emerging markets. The housing crisis is a major poverty factor in the world, and the world meaning now 2/3 of the world population who live under €5 per day. For us, more particular, our target market are the 900 million families who live without a safe home right now. The housing agencies are there to solve this problem. They have all the resources, including financing, the money, to solve the problem. However, they cannot execute fast enough with the existing technologies. Our solution is a building block of 1,000 houses built with local work, local materials, and creating local livelihood. This, on the other hand, gives us the specific look, feel, and smell in that particular country, in that particular village, and for that particular family who will be our end user. And that we called social and cultural acceptance. And that we believe is the key, not necessarily only the technology, which will also support us. Now, it's time to make Earth House happen, and it will also change our look, feel, and sense, maybe even the taste of the world over the next 5 to 15 years. Thank you.
I would really like to see how this Earth House would look like.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's not really about technology. It will look always what it's made to look like. The final need and the purpose in that particular country. Let's say in India, it could be a clay, bamboo, and rice husk mixed to make it look the way it's supposed to be in India. In Africa, it could be something else.
I love the fact that you're sort of addressing a big problem in all its senses. I think it really striking a chord. I still think a little bit relating to your question, it's still so vague. What exactly are you sort of providing? More so than that, it's sort of local taste, smell, and stuff. So
thank you. It's very exact actually. We have already the Nepal market where we are showcasing. We have a letter of intent for 700 houses at the time. It's not yet our 1,000 block what we are looking for, but you have to start somewhere. And in Nepal, it will be quite specifically what the Nepal people like. And that means, for example, that the building is 2 stories.
Yeah, this was a nice pitch because you were able to describe the market, the problem, you got us all involved, and then we were left here standing and like, what is it? That's good, but you should have some, I don't know how, but you know.
The house means like,
Yes,
with the roof, with the walls and everything.
Show it.
We have to move on. Okay, the house. Just like that. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, film friend.
Hi, my name is Robin Westerling. I'm CEO and founder of Film Friend. A couple of years ago, my dad went on to transfer his childhood recordings over to DVDs. And after he had paid thousands of euros for the transfer, we noticed that I don't even own a DVD player anymore. Now, after I spoke about this with my brothers and all of my friends, we noticed that almost none of us have a DVD player in our homes anymore. And then we realized that we're certainly not going to be the only ones out there without a DVD player in the next few years. And that was when I decided that I'm going to create Film Friend. And what Film Friend does is we store and preserve family videos, such as wedding tapes and your childhood memories. But not just on DVDs anymore, we store them in the cloud. So for just $59 a year, all your family videos are now safely backed up, and you can actually view and share them no matter where you are from basically any supported device. So what I did was I set up the company and I brought on a brilliant software engineer and we created the first version of our product. But in between, we realized that there's a much more significant need for a service like this in the United States. And that's when we brought on William Wolfram, who has already built a consumer internet company in the US before and grown it to an annual run rate of over $100 million today. Now, there are about 6,000 video transfer services in the US today, and they're transferring around 40 million tapes per year for people. This is a $1.1 billion market with no clear market leader in the space yet. And because we believe that people will only transfer these family videos to digital once, that is why we're now closing this 450,000 euro seed round to go out there and acquire these customers first, because that's going to be the defining factor as to why Film Friend will be the dominating winner in this market. Thank you very much.
Now, this was pretty good. You developed this whole William Wolfram and the thing from a personal experience that showed your own stupidity, okay? Then you developed it into a market description. After that, you bluntly and boldly presented the commercial solution, and then you made us believe in it because you showed us the way you're dreaming to actually execute. Fabulous stuff. Slides, if I have slides, Diaz, can I put them too? Can I send them in a box and you'll digitize
We're
them?
adding it as well. We don't have it yet, but we're adding it as well.
Thank you. I'll buy this. I'll buy this.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good pitch. You're tapping into a need for sure. I think the key challenge here is, of course, how you're gonna. It's gonna be sort of a differentiated storage solution for these, files. So this digital media versus any other digital media where you have a lot of other solutions. Yes, on the transfer side, sure. Once it's transferred, I can store on Dropbox or whatever, right? So
right. We come in where exactly. We come in where the customer does the transfer, and then that way, well, I think that's a very good entry where we can acquire the customer, and then we control a large portion of the U.S. Family videos, sort of, and then we can actually monetize that further on as well. So that's kind of where we come in. Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gates Solutions. Please take the stage.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Jari Selenius, coming from Gate Solutions. And the problem what we are solving is that how businesses like shopping centers, similar like that, how can they offer interactive, location-based product, service, and navigation information? And especially, how can they track the customer interest and provide like a better visibility to those topics the customers are interested in, for example, in the shopping malls. We are working on this kind of like a large touchscreen-based product concept, and we can easily tailor it for many customer segments, such as car dealers, shopping malls, hospitals, schools, etc. And our solution comes with a very, very stunning 3D user interface. It has augmented reality and smartphone integration. And one of the most important features from many customer point of view is that we have developed this kind of interactive advertisement concept that helps businesses to really maximize the investment what they do to the marketing. And also we deliver this kind of like a turnkey solutions, meaning that we also develop the content, customer-specific content. And this is something what we have got a very much good feedback from the customers. We started about 8 months ago, and now we have a first product ready. We are submitting it by the end of this year to City of Helsinki. We have a sales agent contract now in the UK, and we have quite many customer negotiations also in other countries ongoing at the moment. Our revenue model is that we are selling these solutions and also software updates and the content creation and content maintenance. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the bits. Yes, actually I must say that I have seen these interactive information walls in the shopping centers. Are those yours, or do you have competitors?
We have competitors, yes, and especially in Finland we have already those. But there are many markets at the moment where there are anything like that, and those are the markets where we are proceeding at the moment.
How are you different?
Because we have this kind of like a 3D interface, first of all. It's very different than the current offering. And also this kind of like interactive advertisement. We can profile. If you go to the front of the screen, we can profile you and we can offer you ads that fits for your profile.
I'm going to be real nice here and just say, I was wondering why you gave us the brochures, but now I understand, because the brochure gives me more information about why you exist, how you solve the problem, than the pitch. Whenever you want to go pitching, please train and exercise and show the crowd that you appreciate them and you honor their time. Please do take the hand away from the pocket, at least.
Thank you.
Oh, Ape, you are so harsh. The uncle. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
That was hard critic. I'm Juha. I'm representing Kumbi today. Now I need your hand a little bit. Just a quick vote. I have nice Ray-Bans here. This would be option A. Have a look. And nice trendy yellow glass shades. This would be option B. So who thinks that option A is better? Hands up, please. Yeah, great. What about B? Okay, I think the Ray-Bans won. Normally, I don't have this kind of audience until now. We created Kumpi. Kumpi is a mobile app for choosing between two options. Really simple. It's really easy and simple to use. You just snap two pictures, point a good question, and post it to the Kumpi feed. In Kumpi feed, there can be your mom, your mother-in-law, your friends, or just random Kumpi users. And immediately you start getting results, quotes, comments, and options from the users. It's very simple, but it's social as well. You can post your own Kumpis, or you can browse other people's Kumpis. You can share them, you can like them, you can comment them, you can follow other people, you can interact with people. Being simple and being social, it's also a lot of fun. It's kind of a new way to express yourself. Just posting two pictures, making nice Yep. So it's a new way of impressing yourself, and it's a way to spend time. You can have fun. You can just entertain yourself browsing other people, what they have in mind today. Based on a short experience, it's been really funny to see what other people are posting there, sharing them with your friends. Oh, sorry, I went over time. Thanks.
Time's up. Yes, thank you.
Freezing.
Thank you. You spent quite a lot of time describing your idea or product itself, but you didn't really talk about your customers, your market. How are you going to scale this? How are you going to market this? Where's the money?
What?
Or did I just miss something?
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. What was the question? Okay. We have market of all mobile users, all people who are using social medias. We have 3 different revenue models. One is coming from the premium services from customers who's using Kumpi, and another 2 are coming from the corporate Kumpis, which are services provided for the corporations and organizations.
Thank you. Give applause. Yep. No, but it's a hard thing to be on stage, and I think that you started out really strong. Yep. But it was good. Thank you. Encore. Okay. Then we move on to Kupikla. Yes, please.
Good afternoon. Mostly all of you are present in the social network. Now it is time to benefit from that. Kupikla is a referral marketing tool that allows online shops to get real recommendations in social networks. Our product is already launched with complete functionality about 1 month ago. And how it works? We offer a widget button called Pay Less, which goes together with the price offering at the product page. And customer can buy cheaper, clicking that button. And our internal mechanism is analyzing the value of influence inside the favorite social network of the customer within that social network. And depending on that, the customer is provided the discount. The process is very easy and transparent. We charge only 60 cents per deal not any fees for fake clicks, etc. We're a team of 3 people, creative producer, web developer, and markets developer. Now we have already in 1 month quite a good proven track of records. We have about 30 partnering shops and 24,000 clicks per month, and have an ambition target to have 5 million clicks at the end of next year per month. We're here not only looking for investors, but we're looking for investors because we need to expand very fast, faster than our competitors, but also look to the regional partners who will help us to enter the local markets. Thank you.
Just comment on the pitch. Given that you have limited time, I wouldn't, this sort of we're out fundraising, we're looking for, we're not blah, blah, blah. Forget that. I mean, describe what you're doing as good as possible. That would sort of create interest. I would spend a little bit more time since there is a ton of different services for referrals. And sort of you're saying that the algorithm based on your influence is the key one. I would still spend a little bit more time describing how you're different and also what you've seen in terms of actually the click-through rates and the virality and what is because the e-commerce guys, they're going to look at
exactly.
that. Do you drive CPA or not?
I missed only one point, that we are really different because we are starting from another project. We analyzed more than 2 million Twitter accounts, and we have a very good analytical machine which allows shops not to give discount just for recommendation placed in the social network, but we really predict and tell shops how many people from the target audience will see this recommendation. And we have, let's say, a proven methodology on that.
Okay. Thank you, Kubikla. Round of applause. Thank you. Then next up, Learn Invisible. There you go.
Thank you very much. Did you know that we will have a kick-ass after party at 8? Good news for you that you have a couple of hours left to learn how to order beer at the bar. I've already did that job with the help of Learn Invisible. Learn Invisible is a mobile application which brings life into foreign words. We've created Learn Invisible with a kick-ass team. We have a learning geek with 8 years of experience of researching human learning patterns, an ex-teacher marketing girl, a kick-ass designer, and a CTO who has 15 years of experience in coding. Imagine that in a couple of weeks, you will go on a holiday to Mexico. All you have to do is download Learn Invisible Spanish at the airport. Try it when you are queuing to the check-in. Decide if you want to better buy the limited content for $1 or the full pack for $15. And by the time you get to Mexico City, you will know the basic vocabulary to survive. Amazing, isn't it? Learn Invisible stimulates your brain at all stages of learning process. It keeps you guessing all the time, making your brain working more efficiently. Currently, we are looking for 100k euros investment to be able to enlarge our language and feature offer. Just forget about putting your good old exercise book under your pillow. Use Learn Invisible instead. Breathe life into foreign words. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I like the energy, and I like the sort of like you ooze belief in your.
I do believe. I was a teacher. I know it's a problem.
Good. When you are entering a crowded space, please try to sort of like, at least for us, articulate the differences. Why are you different? Why are you better
Yeah,
than
we
anybody
know
else.
we have competitors, and we are different, creating coherent design for application. We don't use stock photos. We don't use templates. In addition, we are bringing techniques, learning methods that used by advanced language learners, language polyglots who speaks more than 10 languages, and summing up all these techniques in a smart user interface.
And how will the consumer that has thousands of learning apps, how will they pick yours? You know, how will you communicate these advanced learning skills based on algorithms and people that have been professors for 10 years and stuff?
So you mean how do we reach out to consumers?
With that message that you just gave us.
Yeah. We are currently working together with an advisor, Bunny Lewis. He's a polyglot celebrity. He runs the blog for 3 months, currently 3 months. He's challenging himself learning a new language in 3 months' time. He's our partner. We are also ready to build a new monetization strategy, affiliate system for language schools, language institutions. We are negotiating with British Council among partners with Instituto Cervantes. So we are ready to do partnerships with them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Invisible. Next up, Live Solutions.
Hi, my name is Lars from Live Solutions, and we enable richer one-to-one communications. Remember when the last time you wanted to share a moment of joy with your parents, just to realize that they were not able to actually see the picture? I bet you remember the moments. We believe one-to-one communication greatly profits from smartphone technology and it enables richer communication. However, most mobile communication services are still designed for tech-savvy people. These are only 20% of all consumers. We want to go for the 80%. Our service, Live Plus, enables richer communication through push picture sharing and viewing in real time, as well as audio messaging. It puts the family member right into the moment. It allows sharing of the moments when they really happen, right to the lock screen of your smartphone. This also allows the low-tech person to actually view and comment the picture with one glance and one click. This also is supported by always assisted functionality, which we have as a remote management in Live Plus. Imagine this one, or picture this one as a kite in the sky, loosely controlled and steered from the ground. Within the 80% of the people, we believe Live Plus has an addressable market of about 12 million people in the major European markets only, or alone. By charging a subscription fee as well as a volume-based usage fee, there's a huge amount of money to grab. Our service Live Plus is actually available already in Google Play and the App Store, and it's picking up traction. Thank you.
Thank you.
Check it out.
It is seldom that I comment on the actual contents of the pitch. Thank you for the presentation.
Yeah.
But I must state that the fact that a billion people use Facebook almost every day proves that simple technologies already do exist. If there's a desire to use it, people tend to become literate in the ability and the capability of using new technologies. I must doubt the underlying hypothesis of your service. Sorry for that.
If you allow me to comment, so there's 2 reasons. So there are all active aging people that might not be yet on Facebook, definitely not on the mobile version. And secondly, there are, for example, primary school kids that you want to actually limit to use this type of services because for age they're not allowed, right? So both ends of the spectrum would not fall under the 1 billion, most likely, and that's what we are tackling.
Then you should specifically state it, that is the market you're addressing.
Good one.
What devices are your service running on?
The one side of it is running on Android because we are taking right from the boot up the UI.
But Android, so I mean... You're talking about people who, from what you described, wouldn't be Android users. So why do you have the service on Android?
Sorry, say again?
From how you describe the user, it sounds like it's non-Android users you're targeting. So why do you have the service for Android?
Because we believe that the one-to-one communication greatly profits from smartphones. So if you get them to use one, you as a, for example, kid to your parents, or when you give it to your small kids, then they will be Android users. At the same time, you can use either an iPhone or an Android because that's independent.
How do you scale this?
Through manufacturers and the operators, for example. So we are already in discussion with them, and hopefully it comes soon through.
Okay, thank you, Live Solutions. Do we have Maku Maku here? Great. Stage is yours.
I think I'm the first one who is wearing the dark suit, so this must be a serious business. So my name is Mika Matikainen and I'm coming from Maku Maku. So Maku Maku is a unique service delivering fresh, organic and local food directly from producers to end customers who appreciate healthy, tasty and ecological food. And this is also the service provides receipts and the methods how the end customer will save times in their daily meal routines. Maku Maku has tested this concept over a year with more than 1,000 products, with 70 producers, over 30 pickup places, and in 11 cities, and providing services more than 700 customers. And now Maku Maku is looking for 150,000 euro investment. And there's an additional 150,000 investment already in place. So with this 300,000 investment, Maku Maku will, of course, develop the processes and the service itself, and also launch the mobile ordering application. Then plan the internationalization concept and the franchising concept as well. And also launch this service in chosen cities in Finland with the membership reward plan. Thank you.
You talked a lot about, first of all, thank you for the pitch. You talked about producers and the mobility aspects and how you have done a lot of research, but what about customers? What do they think about Maku Maku and how do you delight your customers?
Yes, and as I said, we have done this already more than 1 year. And there's a home delivery, and then there's a pickup places where end customers can pick up their groceries.
I understand that there are several ways, but what do they think?
They think that they will get tasty and healthy food, and that's the most important thing. And they know the origin of the food, so that's very important in the days which we are living at the moment.
So they have said to you that these are things why they choose Maku Maku.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we're investors in Linas Matkasse, which is a Swedish phenomenon in a way. I mean, they serve subscription-based, recipe-based food on 1 million Swedish plates every week. So there's some competitors that have come quite far outside Finland, and you're looking for 300K to bring this company into an internationalization stage. I think that's unfortunately totally unrealistic.
Yes, as I said, we are looking for 150,000 from here.
Yeah.
And we have, of course, I know that there's competitors, for example, in London, New York. We have very carefully studied those places and the competition, concepts on those areas, but we have to choose very carefully which are the areas where we are going to expand the business.
Okay, thank you, Maku Maku. Round of applause. Men's up.
Hello. We're bringing photos alive through sound. So when you're out and about, say you're at a festival, all your friends are there, they're smiling, the music's on. What you want to do is you want to capture that moment, capture that atmosphere, and share it on Facebook or Twitter. At this point, you've got 3 options. You can upload a status, a photo, or even a short video clip. Photos are good, but they miss out on a large part of the atmosphere. Videos are also good, but it's seen as a big commitment, and generally people don't upload short video clips to share the atmosphere. This is where our app, FoundBite, comes in. Our app lets you take as many photos as you want at your own pace, focusing on whatever parts of this atmosphere you want to, while recording the ambient background audio. After this, it'll allow you to upload it onto Facebook or Twitter instantly and share with anyone, even people without the app. It allows you to share the experience with the simplicity of photo and the immersiveness of video. We've got a number of options open to us for business, including letting people promote their own found bites by giving us whatever money they want. We can let small businesses promote their restaurants or businesses by using our type of media. All these business opportunities rely on us having a lot of users, and so we'll give our application out for free, and we'll get a lot of users because everyone who uses it will naturally be promoting it through posting it on Facebook. We've got a team of 3 talented developers. Between us, we've got experience in entrepreneurship, software engineering, and graphic design. If you've got any questions or you want to see a demo, we'll be over at the App Campus booth by the big orange balloon. Thank you.
I really like the way you built the thing, and I think that there should be a market for something like this. And I'm just an old guy, old fart who has no hair. I don't do much social media, but I haven't found anything that would record like ambient sound, could be then downloaded, uploaded, whatever, however used. Sounds interesting. Sounds good. Are you going to be available for the next 6 months only on the Windows 8 platform?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Is that all?
Cool.
Thank you, Men's Up. Thank you. Do we have Olea Park here? There you go. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Do you enjoy Slush? Because me, no. I'm sorry to tell you that, but no. Because when you go to big conference or big trade show like this, you want to meet the right people, right? And right now, there are thousands of participants in the same event. We always lose connections. Olea Park is a mobile app that helps you find the right person and allow you to interact with them. It's very easy to use. You log in with Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. And Olea Park takes your social graph, your interests, your skills, your summary, your specialties, and computes a score of compatibility which is your data and the data of all the participants. We are building the future of lead generation. Olea Park has been used in many conferences. Wired Conference had used Olea Park for their event in London, Tech Opener in Berlin, TEDx in Paris, and Google just announced today they will use Olea Park in the next event in Paris. But we want to go to the next level. And the next level is big trade shows market. We start with conferences. We want to go with this big trade shows, 8 billion market, which is business events. So right now we're raising our first seed round with industrial partners, and we are integrating Olea Park technology into 2 trade shows of more than 300,000 visitors. So if you want to invest or use our technology, let's meet. Thank you.
I like I mean, it's sort of a good opportunity to, because we're on this, and we're probably all feeling this, so we can all relate to the problem. I think it became really interesting where you came into that. You already have, been using at the number of events that probably people relate to. That's sort of where it gets interesting. Still, of course, one thing is to get a long list of people that I should meet, and the other thing is, so how do I get that to happen?
Yes.
So I already have a long list of people that I would like to meet. My problem is sort of, where are they? Do you help with that?
Yes. Basically, we partner with the event organizer. The solution is totally free to use, and right now, a lot of event organizers, a big corporate organizer, build their own solutions. They spend millions to build very corporate solutions that people don't want to use because it's very bad user experience. And we bring our system, which is very social, mobile, Android, iPhone, very interactive, and we offer this system. They own their data, but we partner with them to do revenue sharing, because we bring new monetization model, like a lot of premium feature to allow exhibitors to push offers to targeted visitors to drive more traffic to their booth. We integrate into the event registration system. So we partner with the event organization. That's where the user come in.
Thank you for the pitch. One challenge with the events is that they are not always profitable. And usually the services need to be quite low cost. So how do you make money with this service, and how much does it actually cost?
It's free for them, and they get new revenue with our solution. We do revenue sharing. So, for example, they can sell the solution to exhibitors to push offers to targeted attendees. So it's revenue sharing. The exhibitors can distribute their brochure digitally through the app and analyze who interact with their materials. It's a very, we can monetize with them.
Thank you. I hope that the rest of you are enjoying Slush, though, but it's always an interesting way to start your pitch by telling that you don't like to be where you are. But anyways, so let's move on to the next one. Responsel.
Yep. Hello, everyone. My name is Ben Daugas. I'm representing Responsel, a company that is developing a proposal management solution for small and medium enterprises. For any B2B business to stay in the game, they need to receive inquiries on a daily basis. Anyone familiar with sales, they know the painful path you would normally go to actually produce a proposal. First, you need to make a phone call or a meeting to find out what actually is needed from the client's perspective. Then you need to draft a proposal, which normally you would use your local office system, something like Word or Pages on Mac and so on. It is a pricey and time-intensive process. What we did is we created a tool which comprises of an organizer which tracks and captures every single incoming inquiry. An easy design to create proposals in minutes that is minimizing the need for extra hours, normally hours at your desktop. What the purpose of us being here, we're looking for any investment. So if anyone is interested, please do see me after. Thanks.
Thank you for the energy. And you have shining eyes. I like the way I hope you're not crying, but I like it. You started with the what, then you came up with a problem description, and then you sort of like finalized with how you combine these things into
a solution, a tool. Responsel.
Is it an app, or is it a web service, or is it, what is it?
It is a web service. It is a web service. It's a cloud-based web service. Yeah.
Thank you, because that was what I was sort of looking for.
Sorry, I'm rubbish on the stage.
Okay, thank you, Responsel. And yes, Share Tribe.
Hello, I'm Juha Makkonen. I'm the CEO of Share Tribe. Share Tribe helps people to share the things they own and the skills they have with others in the local community. Now let me start with a question. How many of you in this room have a power drill in your home? All right, maybe half. But did you know that on average, one power drill is used approximately 12 to 13 minutes during its entire lifetime? One of the biggest problems we have in the world today is that we are running out of our resources because we don't have an effective way to share them. And there's two big issues in sharing your physical assets. One of them is location. I need to know really fast what other people could share near me. And the second is trust. If I'm actually going to lend you this power drill, I really need to know that you're going to bring it back in one piece. Now, Share Tribe is going to solve these two problems. With Share Tribe, it's really easy for any local community, like a university, a company, or a neighborhood, to create their own local, trusted sharing marketplace on the web. There, the members can, for instance, they can lend, sell, or give away things they own. They can exchange services, and they can share rights and spaces. Anyone can go to sharetribe.com and start a marketplace like this in just 2 minutes. We currently are hosting more than 500 tribes like these around the world. And volunteers have already translated the service to 8 languages. We are making money by offering VIP solutions to bigger organizations like universities, companies, and cities who want to make their communities sustainable and connected. Some of our biggest customers include Aalto University and the city of Helsinki. Now, Facebook has made sharing... sorry. All right, thank you.
Okay, just a quick announcement before you make any comments or questions. So we've run a bit over time here, but because the next show on this stage will be tomorrow, so we still have plenty of time. So sorry for the delay, but the next batch will start 10 minutes later, so at 20 to 5. Please, jury.
I really like how you described the problem and then provided your explanation for the problem. This was an excellent example, and you had this thing in your hand, and this is right up to date. So we're talking about communities also here, like what Peter Westerbacka was highlighting today, that Slush is all about community, and maybe even it would be a nice service here at Slush that people can just lend maybe ideas to each other or whatever things. So the idea is good. But again, how do you make money? Because people are volunteering in communities.
So bigger organizations like companies, universities, or cities are currently paying us. As I mentioned, some of our biggest customers include Aalto University and City of Helsinki. So basically, they're paying to introduce the service to their members. In the future, we might also make some money from commissions. So basically, somebody's renting or selling somebody in service. We could offer a trusted payment system and take a small commission out of that.
I really like this. These are solutions that will disrupt the old ways that we used to do things. I like it. I really like it a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and last on stage from the 4th batch is Speer.
Hello, my name is Anders Fredriksson. I'm the co-founder of Speer. We solve the problem of business networking at trade shows and conferences. And as Olea Park already established, networking at conferences is a pretty big problem. But consider yourself as an exhibitor at a trade show. You also have a big problem trying to come up with smart ways to attract customers to your booth. And once they get there, you don't even know if they're a good qualified lead. So these type of networking problems are exactly the problems that we solve. And we work together with the organizer, and they upload a full list of all attendees and exhibitors. And the system pre-creates accounts for everybody and looks at all social data or any data point that is available for these companies and people, and we build our system from that. each attendee get a curated list of the top 20 most important people for them to meet, and the exhibitors get the qualified leads sent to their booth and a way to book meetings with them before the conference even starts. So, launching our first prototype in March at the largest web conference in Sweden, we've been continually improving the user experience and the matching algorithm of our system, so that you would never have to go to an event again without having a significantly big business value out of the event. So we create the face-to-face meetings that really drives business for all parties involved. So at an average trade show, there are about 400 exhibitors, and we charge them $1,000 each to use the system, and we share that revenue with the organizer. So we become a revenue generator rather than a cost for the organizer. And having worked in this market for over a year, we've seen that this problem is really, really big, and we've seen that this $1.2 trillion market is really ready for disruption now. So, do you want to leave this opportunity untouched, or do you want to help us change the world? Thank you.
I think you did a really good job in sort of describing more, actually, as a more articulate and Olea part, sort of how your service is working and how you know what is the end game in terms of business model. Could you share some something about the pilot or the first event you did in terms of how many did sign up and how did you do the sales process and how what was conversion rate of the exhibitors and some of those metrics?
Yeah, so for the first conferences that we run, we didn't have the exhibitor matching done yet, so that was something we launched this fall. But for the first couple of events that we've had, we've seen, since everybody gets an account in the system, we count the conversion rate of how many people log in and actually use the service. And we've had about between 65 to 75% so far, average on all the events. And on the exhibitor part, we've done one trade show so far, and there we had all of the exhibitors use the system because it was a first trial.
There are quite many matchmaking service providers. How are you different?
Yeah, so you're completely correct. There are a bunch of people trying to approach this space with matchmaking, especially at events, and we have a huge number of competitors. But the main thing that we do differently is that we focus on creating the face-to-face meetings instead of creating a social network with the conference or trade show. So we've found out a really good process to really drive and create those face-to-face meetings.
Okay, thank you. And could I please get a warm, yes, applause for Sper and also for the whole batch, please. Amazing teams once again. Thank you. So now, if we could please get some music for a while, and we'll get together with the jury and decide on the 4 who get to move on to the next round. Let's see. Okay, may we put down the music? So the jury got together, and the 4 winners that move on to the semifinals or round 2 of lightweight track are Blue. Woo! Film Friend. Some, come on, more, yes. Men's Up. Yay! And Share Tribe. Okay, and now the jury just gives out a few comments about the whole batch altogether. Please.
Okay, ladies first. Yes, thank you, everyone. Really nice pitches, everyone, not just these top pitches here. So I have really enjoyed this round. A lot of good ideas. Please continue to work with your ideas. Never give up. That's important to remember. So be a bit stubborn and work with partners. Many of us come from a small country. If you want to scale up and if you want to go international, you need to partner. So I didn't see a lot of that here today. Hopefully to see it more later on. Remember marketing, remember customers, remember money, business overall. But this has been really great. Thank you, everyone.
Few comments from my side. I think what the 4 finalists had in common is sort of they've been able to really explain to us in a way what they're doing, what problems are they solving. You only have 2 minutes, so skip everything which is irrelevant. We're looking for funding, we're looking for partners. We sort of get that. So focus on the problem you're trying to solve and sort of how you solve it. And also, it makes such a difference when when we can see and feel the energy from the people pitching. And if you believe in it, it's much easier to get us to believe in it as well. I think that's the enthusiasm and energy is super important.
Yeah, I would like to thank all of the people who have come here to Slush, because a few years back when Slush was nothing, it was just a dream, a wet dream, really a wet dream. We thought that someday some foreigners could come to Finland, sort of like talk to Finns in Finland about international business, and I think that this set shows that there are a couple of things happening on the sort of like the big scale. Quality of people, quality of pitches, quality of ideas is going up. International collaboration takes place at exhibitions like this. So, Mr. Clouseau and your your Swedish counterpart, get those things with these things going. You have to get people introduced to each other, we start working at each other and collaborating, because you are creating the future. So thank you for the crowd, thank you for the pictures, and don't lose the dream, but explain what the dream is all about. Then you will someday share it with the others, because this is what pitching is all about, sharing your dreams and visions in an engaging way. Thank you.
And then, with a rapid pace, we move on to the 5th batch. I'm sorry to be talking to you with my back towards the audience, but here we have it. Okay, so if please all of the former pitchers could move away from the first 3 rows and make room for the 5th and final batch of today. Thank you.